Okay.
Okay, so just a reminder, as I call the meeting to order, owners are strictly listening, so we have you muted. And board members have are not muted.
Can people hear you from back here?
Yeah, can you hear me? Trish, Joe, can you hear me? Okay, good. So roll call. We have present myself, President, VP Michelle, at large 1, Carol Sheridan, at large 2, TK, at large 3, Joe, and past president Trish. Okay. Cool.
It's the Stancliffs that were.
Okay, so hopefully all the board members receive.
If you can hear me, Trevor and Stancliff are here.
We see this is just a monthly meeting. It's not an annual meeting, so we're not taking roll call of owners.
And owners are allowed to monitor and listen, but they're not allowed to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Minutes from October, we finally got those typed up. Did everybody get a chance to review those? And if so, do they seem accurate?
Yes.
October, okay?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
I approve those.
I was not informed of the October meeting, so I was not present at that meeting. I do think, even though they're not official minutes, somebody should sign that and say submitted by whoever wrote it up.
Okay,
It's not okay to be anonymous on that.
gotcha. And Kenton. I think it's stated at the
Do we
top.
need a motion to approve this, the minutes to make them official?
Yes, although they're presented in the document not as minutes, but as a summary based on the recording.
Okay, so here's my question to you. Because they're recorded, they're transcribed, and then they're summarized. Do I need to distribute the actual transcript as opposed to the summary? No, okay. So
The minutes are sort of a summary of a meeting with the important items.
right.
That would be the minutes.
Well, okay.
Right, but if we're using the summary of the recording, that's just as good.
Right. See, the recording translated verbatim, every word, every every so and
That's
then,
not minutes.
right. So it was able then to do a summary of the transcript. That's what we're
And it's fine it's perfectly legit to say these minutes are based on a summary of the transcript, blah, blah. But if they are minutes, it should say that they are minutes, and somebody should take credit for doing that transcription and printing it up.
Okay, we'll do that, and we'll
Yeah.
attach the actual verbatim transcript, and then everything's there.
Nobody needs the verbatim transcript.
Okay. So October minutes, everybody agrees to agree. So a motion to pass the October minutes.
Second,
Any nays? October minutes pass. December minutes. Everybody get a chance to review the December minute?
Yes.
I would give those the same feedback.
Gotcha. Okay.
move to approve the December summary / minutes.
Second.
Yeah, I'll second it.
All right. Okay, so Approval of minutes is done.
You're gonna vote. I say all in favor?
Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed?
Any opposed?
No.
No.
Any abstentions?
Any
The
abstentions?
motion passes.
The motion passes. I shouldn't be the one doing this. Everybody else got it under, I don't. Okay, so now we will move on to reports. To Michelle for reports, administrative and maintenance.
As far as administrative, we just hired a new person. They've been working about a week. She's catching on. It's gonna take a little while. QuickBooks is very difficult to learn. And our Magic Pay is not the easiest thing to learn, but she's catching on pretty quickly. So I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Could you please name her?
Annalyn Creaky.
Thank you.
Okay, maintenance.
Maintenance report I sent out this morning. Is there any questions?
I sent a message back. I could not access it.
I didn't get your message. We will try to resend it to you.
In a different format, maybe.
It was just email.
You needed a link to Microsoft to get it. And then you needed a password and other baloney. It just didn't
Okay,
work for me.
we'll try again. 4 minutes.
I will say that the maintenance reports as a whole have been basically just a hit list of what got done that month. Which, okay, but a report to me would indicate, what are we planning for next month? What was our goal? Did we meet it? Where are we going? A sentence or two in that direction wouldn't hurt.
Okay,
Just
all right, so, unfinished business, we're starting with the update from the bylaw committee. Joe,
Oh,
the head of the committee.
okay, this is my day in the sun.
Sure.
We did have a comprehensive editing session that lasted several hours. And we came up with a series of proposed edits that I then sent to the members of the committee. And my understanding is that we'll be getting together soon to go through the proposed edits to the edits, with a view of getting a document to you all as soon as we can. I did send an advance copy, I think, to the president and vice president, just so they knew that we had actually done work on Christmas Eve day, and it was done. So what we did was we went through several of the proposed the models that we looked at, and also a prior version that was dated September of 2022. That's what we used as our basis. So we have a final edited version that I proposed, and now the committee is going to be working on that with there are some other additional edits. And if there are any areas where there's disagreement, we'll simply note decision point and then explain the different views, and then we can all decide it as we're reviewing and going through it.
Okay,
and some of the decision points don't even indicate disagreement, but they indicate things that we feel the board needs to vote on. We don't feel comfortable, just the three of us, saying, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We feel like the board should say, and we've given in the document like alternative A and B and like written out
okay,
what we came up with.
all right.
So what we may need to do once we're done this second step is have a working meeting with everyone. That's not necessarily a formal adoption meeting, to go through and get a consensus, I think, feedback, and then we can sort of tee that up for the board meeting where we then act. What do you think, Trish?
You mean, when you say everybody, you mean you, me, and TK?
I mean, we'll have our work, but then once we've done that and we've sort of finalized the final product, because this could take quite a few hours. So do we want to have another working meeting with everyone on the board and the members, or, you know, the board, so that we can all go through it and get a feeling for what people think, and then act at the board meeting? Or should we have a special meeting? I mean, I was thinking a working session with everyone involved might be better, but that's just my opinion.
For like a final review of.
Yeah, final review. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Final review.
I'd like to be able to, the three of us, do what we need to do.
Oh, yeah. It's after that, Trish. I'm talking about after
Yeah.
that.
And then between when we finish and before we have the working meeting, I would like to send our product to the board with the list of the decision points. So they got a little heads up on what to think about, then have the working meeting.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I can do that. That's fine.
Because I
can
think
do
that will make the working meeting a little more efficient.
Yeah, it may just take us a little longer in terms of time to go through it, but frankly, I think it's important, and it's important for the board members and the executive management here to basically go through it collectively, so that we really have a good feeling for like what we looked at and what we honestly discussed. So I don't want to be three people, you know, coming up with a work product like Athena springing from the head of Zeus. I would rather just, you know, have everybody, you know.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Joe,
Okay.
but I want them to have a time to read it themselves.
Okay.
Because otherwise the meeting could be 20 hours long.
Yes, exactly. So, and it might be 20 hours long anyway, but
No, it won't be.
well, I don't know if I'm sharing, it might be, but anyway, the thing is, we'll send it out with enough time so that everyone can read it before we have the working session. But I really want to have a working session with everyone after we've done our thing.
Yes.
All right.
TK, you got anything to add?
Just a couple things. Trish, if you recall, there's a few items in there that actually need to be reviewed by an attorney here on the island.
Yes.
So
that's going to come after the board looks.
Right. Those items that'll be like the last step, kind of.
Right.
Send it out to the owners to adopt.
Oh, yes.
But I'm thinking that the 6-7 hours that Trish and I already spent on this would greatly cut down the time that's going to be needed by the board to do a lot of discussion. I think probably about 90% of it is cut and dry. There's probably, what would you say, Trish, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 items the board needs to discuss and vote on, see which way we want.
I think it's fewer than that, the decision points.
Right.
I think it might be more like 5.
So it wouldn't take that long.
Good.
I don't want to scare you.
No.
It's going to be like 20 hours now. Probably an hour.
No, but letting everybody read it first.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys need to get it and review it, and then you can ask the questions. And we have a lot of notes in there that says this is why this is. So
Yeah.
Right. And the other thing is, I mean, I want to sit down and work with the product that those two worked on, because they took the thing that I did, and it sounds like they've made changes as well. And I want to go through there, because if there are things that I don't agree with, I'll certainly have my opinion in there. I don't know that there is or there's not, but we have to have a session ourselves, and then we'll send the document to you.
Yeah.
And I am currently in Florida on a vacation for a week, but I brought the stuff with me. So
Oh God.
I know, but so I sometime in of the next few days I will continue to update. Like a lot of the updating I've done is spelling and stupid correction.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, but the questions TK and I came up with, get that. We talked about it, Joe, and so trying to get that back to you guys.
Yeah, I just need to see words on the page. That's all.
I think we're making some good progress on this project board. Given how long it's taken to get going on it, like once we got going, the guys really dug in.
Good. Yeah, I do want to thank all three of you for the time you're putting in. It's greatly appreciated.
I see all the work that Joe put in. That must have taken him a while.
Yeah. I mean, clearly it's been attempted multiple times, but never followed through.
I think we're going to have something to work with. Yeah.
We're a lot closer to the finish line than anyone has been so far.
Since 1970.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only been 55 years.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all I have to say. Any questions?
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Trish.
Yes, thank you,
Okay.
Thanks,
guys.
TK.
Yeah, thank you too, TK. I don't see you on here, so.
He's
I'm
in
here.
the office with the gals.
Okay. I stand corrected. Okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you are. Okay.
Oh,
Now I see.
Okay, now, next on the agenda is review the to-do list. There are so many to-do lists floating around in the computer. I picked one and printed it out. And we'll just go down through it. Cistern, clean, recoat, and repair. Like, there's no date to say when this was created, but cistern, last I know, was done. It's been a year and a half-ish. And the small cistern was done, the large cistern was not, because the small cistern ran into a lot of extra expense. The pipe feeding into the cistern was detached from the cistern, so there was all kinds of stuff that had to be addressed.
Is
So
this part of when I first got on the board, there was a guy, I forget his name, that we had paid a bunch of money to, and then there was a fiasco with the guy that was working with him doing work, and then work needed to be owed to us, and something was paid, and we're trying to get a refund. You know who I'm talking
Is that
about?
Boyce?
Boyce.
Talking about
He's our-
Boyce?
Yeah.
he's-
Is this part of this, what you're talking about?
same guy, but this was just a cistern, clean it.
We owe him money, or he owes us, or
At this
he owes us
point-
work?
He still owes us, yeah.
So,
That's got to do with the south water room, that's still.
okay,
we're
so that's
getting
not part of it.
Closer, the cistern, no,
Okay.
this is separate.
Okay.
So,
Lisa,
yes,
the list that you pulled up here, that's the list I sent you
okay, okay.
that I had reworked with those columns that I didn't have the information to put in about completion date or actual cost,
All
but
right,
I thought we should fill it in as we are able to.
all right, so status says small cistern completed, large cistern not done.
Right.
So the next item is temporary water supply for cistern work, not yet needed. The next one is water system. I believe that's got to do with the south water room.
Okay, that's
It
the
says
Boyce project.
ongoing, yep.
Okay.
So the price that was put out there, the estimated cost was 38,000, so we're still, that's an in progress, and we're getting much closer to a new plan of action, and Boyce will owe us for a majority of that.
Work or money
Work.
back?
Both
Both.
combination.
A combination of both, okay.
Yeah. Accountability.
So he's still in the picture, we haven't.
Yes, it's still his project.
Okay.
Yeah. Hot water heater for south water room. We replaced one in September. And over this last weekend, we just had another one blow out. So we'll have another duplicate of this. It says estimated cost 3,600. It ended up costing us 1,260 for the first one. And I don't see the cost being any higher for this one. I don't see at this point a need for a hired plumber. Robbie should be able to remove and replace. So I'm gonna just ignore the fact that there was one, and we'll have this as in progress. He's supposed to pick up the water heater tomorrow.
I have
And
a question. Is this the one we just replaced? I mean, what's
No.
causing these burnouts?
Oh,
it's in the
It's
same room, but it's a different water heater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The element I understand blew out because the threads were bad, it's
It's gotta
corroded,
be,
and yeah.
because
That's
the
fine. As long as it's not the one we just put in, I'm
It's
thinking, oh my
not,
God.
no. And that's, I had him put the date on the water heater that we just replaced, and I expect him to do the same with the new one, so we know how old it actually is.
Okay.
And so it says Boyce Plumbing, hot water, et cetera, recent work. There has not been any work by Boyce recently. Masonry on North Water Room, that was completed. Jason did that. It says completed. door for north water room, that was completed by Jason. Electrical needed fixes for safety. I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but I do know that Robbie has replaced some electrical on the buildings as he's putting up new lighting. And he has also addressed where he has noticed any exposed connections. He has put junction boxes and things like that in place. So I'm gonna say that that's completed, since I don't really know what it applied to. I don't know of any electrical safety issues, let's put it that way. Generator auto transfer switch, that was done.
Done.
It had an estimated cost of 15,700. The overall cost was 17,900. Building 6 roof, temporary waterproofing contractor and materials shows $11,000, and it shows completed. And I'm assuming as well that that was that temporary flap that was hanging down that has since been removed and the work has been done. That was done by Phantom Eyes at a cost of, I don't have it in front of me, but it was a ballpark of $30,000 to $35,000. And that was completed in June and it already has cracked. They were out here last week to look at it and they had said they would be back in early January to complete the work. And I sent
Where was that crack?
Same place it was, between the wall that connects 5 and 6, where it meets building 5.
Okay, I thought that was Dino that did that.
Nope, Rhino did the roof, Phantom Eyes did that wall. And hopefully they're gonna come good and stand behind their work.
Yeah,
It was the end of December when they came out. And they said they would be here in early January. I sent an email to Victor 2 days ago. I have not heard back from him, but I was thanking him for standing behind their work and asked if he had a projected date as to when they would be out.
We're not using them.
We haven't, no.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's the temporary waterproofing. So like I said, I'm pretty sure that listed project was done. And then a second project occurred and that is being addressed a second time. Roofing sealant building 1. Building 1 has been recoated. Building 4 has not been done. That's the next roof on Robbie's list to be pressure washed so that it can be coated. And building 5 has been coated. But this said completed, so I'm assuming that that's an old work item, but that's the current status of these. Building 1 and building 5 have been done within the last 6 months. Railing repair of spindles. All of the loose spindles that were loose last we knew have been replaced. One did fall down last week or the week before. I was walking by and noticed one standing up in the bush and it had fallen out and Robbie has repaired that. So as far as I know, we don't have any issues with spindles at this point. Railing repairs of rail cap materials. That one's on me right now. I would like to look into getting composite board instead of 2x4s.
Like a Trex type material?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
For where?
really
For the
durable.
railing top, the handrail part.
Oh,
of the
yes.
railings, because they're all peeling, they're all dry.
Yeah, you never have to paint it.
Right,
It's
so
it's pricey, but it saves money.
we'll see. I mean, we can do a comparison.
Right.
I'm told that Home Depot and is it STX Trading, the one in Gallows Bay? I'm told that they both
Stock.
can get it for us. Nobody stocks it, but they can both get it, but I've not got pricing.
It's definitely a consideration.
Fascia board repair. I'm not sure where that stands. I do know that Carl and Robbie replaced fascia boards on building one, middle of December.
We have them and we have them painted. They're ready to go, ready to be put up.
So we have material already prepared. Okay. Building
That's why I
seven,
had in progress there.
yeah. Building seven, upper storage room rebuild shelves, that's a stagnant project. It's not even on the radar right now.
What was that project? I missed that building 7.
Upper storage room rebuild shelves.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's where the termites were in there, or not?
Is that the case?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Are the termites gone?
Yeah, they went with the old shelves.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Then we had the frogs.
and now we put up a door and the frog's not there. Topographical survey, that was done. And that has been shared. I shared that with someone. I had a lead on a DPNR email address, but it kind of went to nowhere. We're looking at, and that would fall in line. The next one is watershed study. I don't know that an actual watershed study was done, but we are now.
We received an estimate for it.
Did we? Okay. So we're looking now, we've got a couple people on the line to look at some work out front to try to get the water flowing in a different direction.
Is that part of the gravel thing we were talking about?
Well,
Drainage and.
yeah, drainage, definitely. We can get the water to flow. We've had a few new people looking at it that hopefully have the knowledge. And if we can just get the water to flow in another direction a little sooner so that it doesn't come right down into the parking lot. You know, there's a few different options that we're looking at right now. We don't have any definite dollar on that right now. Exterior pest control over budget monthly service shows 790. I don't know if that's a monthly or if that's a annual. Says not a project. I agree on that. I mean, it is what it is for exterminating. I don't know that we have
I
many.
mean, that should be on a budget
Right,
somewhere, but it's not a project.
right. I agree.
Yeah, see, there's some more at the end, that same thing,
Right.
over budget on different things that are not projects. They're regular services that we get.
AC bracket repair unit 225. We've sold that unit, so I don't know. I don't know if that was ever taken. It says completed, so.
It was,
Beforehand, okay, so done.
Yep. that was done and then it got sold.
Okay, budget overage, landscaping service, again, that's budget.
We got a new service, right?
We
Yes.
do.
How are they working out? Pretty good?
We're still working on it, but
Okay.
yeah, I think I'm satisfied with what gets done when it gets done.
They're much easier to work with than the last
The
one.
last guys?
The last guys, they took breaks more than they worked.
Well, and there was a lot of different rules that stuff they wouldn't do or these.
And then, let's see, generator oil change, small repairs, again, like you're right, that's budget.
That's on Robbie, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that covers everything that was on the list. I did go ahead and add in the most recent work that we've had done. Building 1 north wall was completed with a metal cap, so water doesn't permeate the wall anymore. The building 2 east wall was same thing. What they're doing, they're capping it and they're fixing all the cracks and painting, priming and painting.
Those
So,
guys look what they were working.
so building 1 north wall has been done, building 2 east wall has been done, building 1 south wall has been done. Let's see. The walkway between 3 and 4 They repaired the columns that were deteriorating as well as the underside of the walkway that was deteriorating. And yeah, that would be off the
Right.
office corner where it turns and goes down the other side. And they put in additional 2 columns just to support that a little more. Building 1 roof was completed. Building 4. Building 4. They did the north facing wall on building 4. Capped it and fixed all the cracks and primed and painted. Building 6, they did the north facing wall, capped it, primed and fixed cracks, primed and painted. And building 5, they did the roof. So they were here today to give us estimates on the remaining work. They'll give us individual pricing per walk, stairwells need work. There's still, I think, 7 walls that need to be addressed, but they were gonna give us individual pricing on each item. And then an overall price if we were able to do it at once. It would
At
be
once.
discounted, of course, if they were here and didn't have to keep taking staging away, bringing staging back,
Got it,
things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I'm hopeful to get those numbers tomorrow, and I will share them as soon as I have them.
Question, if they do everything all in one swoop, like with, for lack of a better word, one contract as opposed to like 3 small ones or whatever, will there be hopefully, would you anticipate maybe any savings, like they'll do it all for
Yeah, you
less?
said there'd be a discount.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that was my question. There better be a discount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Otherwise, there'd be no incentive for us to have them,
Do it all at once, yeah.
And so, and then we'll look at our options, if it's something affordable, if it's not, we'll go from there. So to-do list.
So the other thing on that list, Lisa, I just added, as you were speaking, added what you were saying onto the list.
Thank
I'll
you.
send it to you after.
Okay.
And, but the other critical component in there is what was the actual cost?
Right, so for.
And I know you came up with a couple of those.
Yeah.
But some of them that go back a ways, we should look that up and fill it in.
You make an effort, yeah.
Yeah.
The current work for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items that I talked about that Rhino has done is a total of 54,584, 585, excuse me. That was for the building 1, north wall, south wall and roof, building 2, east wall.
I'll send you what I put in because I'm not sure I grouped it the same way you're
Okay,
doing that. I'll send it to you when you can fill that in.
okay, all right.
Thank you.
Just for a comparison, the east wall that Phantomized did on building 5 was a $30,000+, just the one wall. So in comparison,
And if it's not done right, it's,
Right.
they have to come
Yeah.
back here. So, okay,
hopefully we're.
I've heard
moving in
good
the
things
right
about
direction.
Rhino.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. All right, so we've got 25 minutes left and we're down to the big item. I'm just gonna skip down under new business, the budget. And just as far as the budget goes, we are meeting with the accountant on February
7th, isn't it?
7th, February 7th.
Well, he was just here too. right?
He was here, yep,
Been helping.
yeah. So that's where we stand with the budget.
And when's the annual meeting?
February 16th, actually, it's February 6th we're meeting.
Yeah. I was just
February
gonna look here.
16th is the meeting.
Is the
and
annual.
Is the annual, yes.
And our next meeting's the 6th.
No, that's when we'll meet with the
Accountant.
the
Yeah,
accountant.
okay.
And.
That doesn't give us much time to look at the budget.
Right, but it is what it is. I'm away for the next 2 weeks. And he wasn't available, I don't think. I returned the end of January 31st, and I believe he's only available on the 6th.
several
Okay.
weeks.
It's tax time, so we were lucky to get him at all, I think.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Question I have, a really, I don't want to hold everyone up because we have other things to do, but as a follow-up to Trisha's question about some things belong really in a budget because they're not really a work item, they're really done all the time, like bug spraying.
Yeah.
When the budget's prepared for the annual meeting, will those items be moved from here to there so that we have a list of, what we're going to be paying out throughout the year for ongoing services?
yeah, I would say they probably already are in the budget. They just
Oh, okay.
it up on this list, but yes, I'm certain that there's a line item for extermination. There's a line item for landscape.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like the actual cost with those overages would need to be put in, Joe.
Okay,
Okay.
that answers my question.
So the rules and regs, we want to vote tonight on what items. We talked about fines so that there was some way to enforce the rules or any violations that occur. Unfortunately, the list of rules and regs with the that the committee had worked on and put finable beside them is not the end result, is not the last, I don't know how I want to say this, is not the final copy of the rules and regs. So the rules and regs were distributed in January of 2025. So the actual existing rules and regs are very similar, but not identical to what I distributed to the board as far as determining what's finable and what's not finable. So if you looked at the rules and regs with the finable options beside them or suggestions, what I would like to do is just go directly to that item and then read what is in the active rules and regs, and we can vote on each one, whether it's finable or not finable.
Okay.
Okay.
And the fines, we're not gonna put that in here because I don't see that at all.
It's under right on the first page.
That's perfect.
It says owners and or residents will be notified in writing via USPS certified mail of violations of the rules and regs. The owner resident.
Yeah,
This is a different than yours.
that's
Right. That's the one I gave you. That's actually the enforced. That doesn't say.
So the one that you emailed me a few days ago is this.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then it says the owner resident must rectify violations immediately within 10 days of notification, whether that notification is verbal, email, or via the mail date on the return receipt. Owners will be assessed $50 per day for each day the violation continues, and said fine shall be collected as set forth in the bylaws. And then it says, check the bylaws for fine framework. So
There is no fine framework in the bylaws.
okay.
Yes, that is true.
So then it says, first, letter of violation and warning, which gives the owner 10 days
to
to
fix. Okay.
Second, there's a fine of $75. Third, there's a fine of $200. Fourth, up to $500. So that's
So we
something
have
that
$50 per day up here.
the $50 is for the initial violation if it extends beyond the 10 days. Right?
Okay.
Owners
Yeah,
and or residents
that's
will be
where I was
notified
lost.
in writing.
That's
I
not
have
what
a
it
question.
says, though.
Yeah, I have a question. We're all working from the October 30th, 2024 version, right?
No.
Because that's the one I have.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. Yes. Yep. Owners and or residents will be notified in writing via USPS certified mail or violations of the rules.
Yeah.
The owner resident must rectify violations immediately within 10 days of notification, whether that notification is verbal, which would mean now, if you're sitting at the pool with a glass instead of a plastic or silicone or metal or whatever, and I say to you, TK, it's a violation to have glass at the pool.
you know, I don't want to step on anybody's toes here, but to me, this does not make a lot of sense to me, the way this is written right now. I've read it probably 2 or 3 times. Yeah, so I understand we give somebody a verbal warning, okay? But up here, we're saying we're to be notified in writing versus the UPS certified mail.
Let's just say it's I don't know what it could be, but you're the owner, your tenant, there's 6 people in your unit.
Right.
That's a violation of VI law.
So you're gonna verbally warn them that's.
No, we're not. You're the owner. We're gonna notify you by email. You may not read it for 3 days.
Right.
You know, you've got 10 days to rectify the situation.
Right.
I mean, that's like, that doesn't make, that's a law. That's
$50 each day past the 10 days?
Yeah, if you don't fix it, then you're just gonna continually be fined.
And
right?
see, and so the second time you're warned, that's after
A
the
second offense.
the second offense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that needs to be in there, the second offense. Like I said.
Yeah, the wording on this is not saying what you
Yeah.
wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but the wording on this does not say so we need to do some work on this. This looks like something we could spend a lot of time on.
Okay, so let's just stop right now because this is about deciding what's finable and what's not. So let's just do that. We'll go down through what says finable and whether
Okay.
we agree or disagree, we'll vote on each item, yay or
Okay.
nay. And if we're going nowhere, we'll just stop. But
Yeah, this may need a side meeting or a side
I mean,
working
there was a
session.
committee that worked for a year on this, getting it to this.
Oh,
So,
it takes time,
okay,
it takes time.
So let's just start. First one, arrivals and departures.
Okay,
Okay, now I'm not gonna read the one you're looking at on the October 30th. I'm gonna read the actual arrivals and departures
that's gonna be on this one.
on the January 29th, 2025.
That's this one.
Mhm.
That's this one.
Yeah, I think I got the wrong one.
Okay,
And we don't have that to work from.
Here, I got one, I got January.
I got it right here.
Okay,
This is the one she just gave. Okay,
so,
So that was handed out.
yeah, sorry, Trish.
Yeah.
Vote anyway, so.
We
I
don't
know,
have that.
but it'd be nice to know what's happening.
Well, this is what I'm reading is if the active rules and regs, so.
Okay,
yeah, this is different
Right.
than the older one, for
Right.
sure.
So under.
okay.
So under arrivals and departures, it actually says all guests and renters must notify management upon initial arrival or prior to 1:30 on Friday in the event of a weekend arrival via email to office@ecarltoncondos.com. Rules and regulations are to be attached to any rental contract as part of the lease agreement and additionally made available to all guests.
Absolutely.
The office must have notification of guest or renter arrival prior to the actual arrival, and in the case of weekend arrivals, prior to 1:30 Friday, which is the close of our business day. And that actually needs to be tweaked to 1 o'clock. Once the guests arrive, they need to register with the office.
Within
So-
how long?
If it's outside business hours, it needs to be the following.
Once the guests arrive, they register within 24 hours, or how much time?
On arrival, unless it's outside office hours.
Okay,
And then it would be like Monday morning.
If they arrive at 5, 5 on
do we
Friday.
want to put in there like what the office hours are? Because if this is gonna be handed to guests, they're gonna be reading this, they need to know that information.
Well, yes. Okay. So finable or not finable, if they show up and don't register at all, like that's happening now.
That happens to my property manager, they know, but they haven't done it the last 2 times.
So, I think it should be finable. We need to know when there are people here.
Absolutely.
For
No,
safety of
No.
everybody here, yeah.
You got freaked out just here a month or so ago
Yeah.
when the 3 sailors off the boats.
Yeah, I
So,
thought I was getting broke into,
Yeah.
yeah,
so we'll vote on arrivals and departures as finable, yays.
yay,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think,
I
yeah,
make a motion.
yes.
with additional information in here for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Lisa is a yay.
Oh, yeah,
Michelle is a yay, TK is a yay, Carol is a yay,
Joe,
Joe? Joe's,
Don?
Joe?
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I'm actually, I'm confused between a reference to a January document and an October document. I only have the October one. Is that, I want to make sure that that's what I'm reading from the right document.
Well, you would have had the January one in your welcome package when you bought your unit, but, so I just read verbatim. Do I need to read it again?
No, you don't.
But that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go down because. So this one is a pass.
No, you don't. No, that's fine.
So
I'm
the
just
next-
making sure that when you read the things, Lisa, I go to look at it to make
Right.
sure that what I have in front of me is a rough version of what it is
And
we're
hopefully
doing. That's all.
close, but,
Yeah, the old one used to say at least 1 week in advance,
yeah,
which is
that was a lot.
possibly a little burdensome,
Yeah.
you know.
So the next item is occupancy.
What's Joe's vote?
It doesn't matter, we got a majority.
Yeah.
All right. So occupancy, and I'm reading verbatim. According to VI code, the maximum occupancy for full-time residents, either owners or renters, shall be limited to a maximum of 4 persons. And that's based on the square footage of the unit. Someone did a lot of research on that. Owners who wish to rent their unit may place further limitations in the rental contract, which means you can say only 2 or whatever. You can't expand it. So
Right.
4 is maximum. Finable.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Make a motion.
Carol. Michelle,
Yes.
EK,
I'm gonna abstain because I haven't seen the VI code,
okay.
just because I don't know what that says. I mean, I agree, it's a smart idea. We don't want 15 people in the unit. I mean, I totally understand that, but you got enough yes votes.
Right. Next one on the copy that was distributed, it says pets. In the actual effective rules and regs, it says animals.
Okay. Well, so we're skipping over security and laundry and mail?
Well, there's nothing on there
For final.
that says finable.
Oh,
That's because you're looking at the new one.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
Okay. So animals, it says, please be mindful of your neighbors when walking dogs. No owner shall allow their dog to make excessive noise. And then it lists the fair housing requirement for us to allow service dogs, and it lists the link for emotional support animals. It says service animals or emotional support animals are allowed with proper credentials and board verification in accordance with the Fair Housing Act. It then says all dogs must be on a leash when outside. It then says owners are responsible for pickup and disposal of animal waste. And then it says do not feed stray animals.
Sorry, Mango, can't feed you anymore.
Finable, yays?
Well,
Yes.
I of course have a big problem with, because the federal law dropped emotional support animals, and I know what you're saying that VI has not dropped that yet, but I haven't seen this yet.
Again, if you can provide something.
And
that
then
says
proper
in the VI,
Yeah, and then proper credentials, what's proper credentials? Anybody can print a service animal certificate online or buy a little vest. Is that proper credentials? Is that we're
not
considering?
everybody has, that's what we're considering. They provide credentials.
Because federal law states that for a bona fide service animal, that animal has to be trained to handle the owner's disability, whether they're blind or,
Agreed.
and
We're not,
You know.
we can't ask what their disability is.
we can't ask that.
So,
But we
we
can
don't-
ask for the training certificate, that this animal's been trained to handle your disability.
everyone that has an animal here, a canine animal here has provided documentation stating that's either emotional support or a service animal.
And a lot of that
I'm not gonna
documentation
call
is
them lies.
probably just circumventing our bylaws and our rules and regulations.
It very well.
Every animal is an
Very well
emotional
may be.
support animal.
It very well may be.
Oh, well, you know what?
Every day.
TK, I'm with you, but the federal rule is the floor. It's not the ceiling. So if the VI has a rule that says we include ESAs or we haven't changed our law yet, even if the federal law has changed, we still have to comply with the VI law. So
Yeah,
if the VI law has ESAs, like it or not, we have to respect them.
I mean, if it changes in the future, we can take that
Mhm.
out
Right.
completely, but right now we're just voting on whether if a person has their dog out, it's off leash, fine.
Right.
you know.
So, yeah, because
They're not picking up after
a
the law.
lot of this is just circumventing our rules and regulations and our
Absolutely.
bylaws.
Like
you
I said,
know,
I'm not
Like
gonna.
airplanes are not allowing peacock and horses and all that stuff on board anymore because of that.
But I'd be willing to bet you a lot of the animals that are on there are not any more legal than you're saying the dogs here at.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so yays on animals being finable if they violate any of the.
Yeah.
Excessive noise. Now, do we have a noise nuisance section in here? Like after a certain time, no more noise, before a certain time, no more
We do
noise?
not, I couldn't find anything in writing anywhere.
Because we can make our own rule on that after 10 PM.
I don't know
No.
if there's anything in the bylaws. There's nothing in the rules and regs.
I don't think we put anything in the bylaws, Trish, about the nuisance, did we?
8 o'clock.
There's not,
nine
we didn't come across anything in the bylaws that went for noise and that sort of thing. At one time,
Yeah.
there was something somewhere that said like 10 o'clock quiet and not to start noisy work before 7 or 8 in the morning. But I have not been able to find that. I know I saw it somewhere, but I don't know where.
I haven't seen it, but I've been looking for it.
For what it's worth, I have it in my leases when Bonnie's friends come. It says quiet hours are 10 to 7, and there's to be no work, and you're not to hear the music or any entertaining beyond the patio. And if you hear it beyond the patio, it's not acceptable. And that I mean, I wrote that into my thing because I didn't want not Bonnie's friends who are staying there are not annoying, but if they would be annoying, I mean, that's one thing. The other thing is, I don't think that if we don't have it, I don't think we shouldn't act on the things that we have in front of us tonight,
Right.
but we can put other things in. So if we have a concern for noise, I can give you this. I can show you what I've got. You can look at that as a boilerplate, but I think we should proceed to go through the things we've got and not necessarily let the things we don't have hold us up from deciding the things we do have.
Right, yeah. let's
Okay,
get
well,
on track.
I think we ought to have a noise nuisance, and also when it says no owner shall allow their dog to make excessive noise, to me, that's very subjective.
Agreed,
We
and
need
that's where it becomes, yes, with a noise nuisance thing. I mean, there's rules at the pool, and there's rules.
Girl,
There's a crying baby for a week over here. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you
we
gonna
need
do?
to have something in the rules and regulations
Every now and
that
then
addresses
there's a
that.
card game going and people get loud and they don't realize it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's been a case where neighbors can just say, hey, knock it off.
Which I did for a certain dog.
Yeah, yep.
But
And
like I said,
it can work
it does need to be
out.
addressed, I think, in the rules and
And there might be
regulations.
something, we'll see. Anyway,
Okay.
Well, it's being addressed by the owner is gonna be fine.
if it's
By
in
the,
here.
by the noise,
Yes.
but there's nothing in here that says that.
Well, the very first line, no owner shall allow their dog to make excessive noise.
But what is
So,
excessive
again,
noise?
but-
It's subjective.
but
What you
if-
say is it excessive,
I
I
agree,
say,
I
that's not
agree.
really
So
that
what are you
bad.
gonna get, a decibel reader? I mean, what are you gonna?
No,
that's what
no.
I mean.
I think, like I said,
Worded.
going back to the fine structure, like a verbal warning to begin with, and then if it continues after a certain period of
Right.
time, then you can actually put a monetary fine on it.
Yep.
But I think to
So
throw a
that's-
monetary fine on the initial violation, I think is excessive.
Okay, well, everybody else said that's not how they read it. And we can massage that. But
Okay.
right now, we just want to determine which ones, if we agree with all the ones that were listed as finable. So,
I mean, I agree with the finables on the pet thing.
Okay.
If that's all we're asking.
that's what we're at.
If that's all we're
Yay.
asking.
I
yay,
got
Yeah,
Joe,
yes,
yay,
Yeah.
Carol.
yes.
Joe,
Joe had said yes right away.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm in favor of adopting whatever we have in front of us and then revising it later.
Okay, so pool. Says no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk. The pool deck area is open from 7 to 10. The pool is reserved for those who are in residence, owners or renters. An owner, renter.
Or their guests, possibly,
Maybe.
owner's guests.
Yeah, that's where it says down here.
An
Okay,
owner,
man.
renter
Two
may
guests.
invite, right, the next line, an owner, renter may invite up to 2 guests
Okay,
at a time to the pool.
All pool.
Yes. So sand, salt, and grass must be rinsed off using the poolside shower before entry into the pool. Next line, children under 16 must be supervised by adults.
Absolutely.
Next line, proper swimwear is required. Next line, infants must wear appropriate swimwear, swim diapers. Next line, diving and running are not permitted. Food is not allowed in the pool or deck area.
And that's the one that's finable that we're talking about?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Food. No glass containers are allowed in the pool and deck area. That's another
That's a
finable.
definitely.
All trash is to be picked up and removed by you. I thought that had been taken out because why would you have trash if there's no food?
Beverage container?
Down there it says like your cigarette butts and
Well, there's no
napkins and
smoking
stuff.
either,
Yeah.
but, okay, so
Your
trash,
beer cans.
yeah, okay.
Beer
yep,
can.
yeah, okay, so trash is one, do not remove furniture from the pool area.
Yep.
Any audio equipment must be played quietly enough so that others are not disturbed. If you are asked to turn it down, you must comply.
Yep.
Limit use of cell phones at the pool. No smoking is permitted in the pool or on the pool deck. Scuba equipment is not allowed in the pool or on the pool deck. Animals are not allowed in the pool. Service dogs or ESA animals are allowed on the pool deck. So scuba equipment. No smoking. So under finable, it falls, food is not allowed in the pool deck.
Quick question.
Finable.
I remember here 5 years ago, Wendell had a party at the pool deck and it was, everybody was invited and we had some food and stuff there. Do we want to make that ever exception, provided the board with board approval to have some kind of an event by the
What
pool?
we've been doing is like we did.
Off under the
just-
tree, we're
we-
by the
we
pool, but
follow
we're.
rules.
So no more,
That you
Not
just
by
put
the
your
pool.
table and each food off from the pool
Okay.
and then have fun in the pool. It looked like Cocoon. Literally.
We're looking for Ron Howard.
People in the pool, it was so funny.
It didn't work.
Oh,
Not on our pool.
So food not allowed in the pool, yays?
Yes.
yeah, I would say,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I'm yes on everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
No glass containers in the pool
Yeah,
deck area.
absolutely.
That's one. All trash is to be picked up.
Yep.
All, no smoking,
Yep,
all scuba equipment.
Guess I'm not diving in the pool.
No.
Never go.
Only 3 foot
Okay,
deep.
Animals are not, okay, that's, okay, yes on that one too.
under maintenance,
Maintenance, okay.
the
we
very,
have sports.
pardon me?
Don't we have sports? Oh, it's not finable.
There's
Okay.
no finable items listed.
No,
under-
no, no, it's fine. It's fine, Lisa. All right, good.
And so owners and residents are not permitted to enter the generator room, solar hot water room, pool
Where's that
pump
at?
building. It's the very last item.
Oh,
under
okay.
maintenance. Work shed or any electrical rooms unless accompanied by and or assisting management.
That,
Next page, maybe, yes.
yeah, okay, gotcha.
Okay,
Finable.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to be in there.
No reason.
No.
Unless,
So,
you know, they're
yay.
a company.
Yay.
Yay.
Based on no owners or residents permitted into generator room, solar hot water room, pool pump building, work shed, electrical rooms. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
now, is
lot
the
of
unless
liability,
accompanied?
a
We
lot of
still have that,
liability if they're not accompanied.
Exactly.
right? But I mean, but if it says unless accompanied, so that if they're accompanying the manager, they're okay.
Yes,
Okay, fine.
yeah.
Or you're working with Robbie and he asks you to
Right,
come in.
I
for
was gonna
a-
say Robbie's maintenance manager, so.
Right.
Yeah. Housekeeping, trash removal.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping and trash removal, we have, do not discard electronics or large appliances in the dumpster, that's the old thing. I'm just gonna read, let's see, cleaning of the unit. Cleaning of the unit is the owner's residence responsibility. Any cleaning service used must register with the office. That's not happening, just so everybody that's listening hears. A hold harmless agreement by all outside workers should be on file as stipulated in the ECCA bylaws. A dumpster is provided for household trash. So the next one is the one that's finable. Do not dispose of any items that are not appropriate for the dumpster. Owners should transport such items to the dump themselves.
Do we want to spell out those items?
They're on,
You
as
said they're
you
on the
enter-
sign
as you
go
go
in.
into the dumpster, it lists all of the acceptable stuff.
Yeah.
It tells you like cardboard boxes should be broken down and things
Okay.
like that.
No,
No one should be leaving anything outside the dumpster.
Right,
of
that's
any
what was
sort.
getting out of control for a
Right.
while.
The service of ECCA transporting things to the dump is no longer provided. It's not an option.
Okay, so it's on the owner.
Right.
Okay,
So do not dispose of any items that are not appropriate for the dumpster. Owners should transport such items to the dump themselves. Finable?
Findable.
yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Now, Lisa, that thing you just read, that's not on my draft. Is that going to be in the new one?
Right, so on your draft,
Okay,
it says do not discard electronics or large appliances in the dumpster.
yeah, that one I see.
Yeah, so it was just reworded. This is
Okay, okay,
the actual
fine, it's fine.
rule. Do not dispose of any items that are not appropriate for the dumpster.
Okay, that's fine.
It's all encompassing, yeah.
And Lisa,
Yes,
I think it really wouldn't hurt if the sentence was here that just says a list of appropriate dumpster items is posted
right.
at the entrance to the dumpster.
Yes, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Because remember, you might have renters
Yep.
reading this.
Yeah, they're not gonna know diddly squat.
Okay.
Right. I have to keep that in mind that, people are gonna be getting a copy of this that have never been here before.
Right,
Right.
okay. So under appearance. Yeah. I'm gonna read down through what the actual rules are under appearance, the effective rules. Towels, bathing suits, etc. are not to be draped over gallery rails.
Yep.
Clotheslines are not allowed on gallery patios. Keep personal items off walkways, including planters or chairs. Avoid loud conversations on outside galleries, patios, walkways, keeping in mind there are neighbors. Be aware and avoid creating secondhand smoke for your neighbors. Do not throw or dump anything off the second floor galleries or patios or walkways. Owners, residents are to contact management maintenance before planting in ground, as random plantings may be removed and may pose extra work for staff. So the item. Okay.
Storage on the patios is finable, right?
That's what it says, but did I read anything?
Yeah.
You didn't say.
That line is not even in the appearance. That's an effective rule or reg.
Was that just deleted? So we're allowing storage, because what I understand, you don't even own that property. That's owned by
Right,
the.
and I'm sure that's why it was a thing.
Right.
Right, so why did that?
Maybe that
I
should be
don't
put back
know,
on
but it's
there.
missing.
Yeah.
Because it's not even personal property for the owners.
Right,
That needs to be researched.
yeah, I put a question mark by it. And then.
Oh, is that possibly not true, Trish? Do you know?
Yeah, that is possibly not true.
Possibly just got.
Okay.
So the last part, owners, residents are to contact management or maintenance before planting in ground, as random plantings may be removed and may pose extra work for staff. Finable? Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
It's not on here as final, but I agree.
I think I'm the only one that had put my initials.
Is the throwing and dumping things off the galleries? I just have this vision of someone throwing a couch off the second floor gallery.
It has happened.
Or a dead body.
Easiest way-
Is that, Lisa, is that finable too? I think that should be.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big safety thing, so,
But how often does it happen?
Yeah, well, I think people inadvertently don't think they're up there sweeping their gallery or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
When people are getting rid of furniture that's really broken down, I will say when Alyssa was in the one next to where the Medlands are, that one
Yep.
right out over the gallery that was the easiest way to get it down,
Well, no, I get that, but you're there moving it. I mean, it isn't like you're throwing it off and dumping it on the ground and like letting it sit. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could be sitting up on your gallery eating a banana and toss your trash, your compostable. I don't know.
I don't really think
saying.
that.
Stuff
Yeah, the
happens.
only problem is if 20 people in the same units in the same building start doing it, you got banana flies.
Right, I understand.
So we have a littering thing with the pool, but we don't have
Okay.
a littering thing for the whole unit, for the whole complex?
Well, Lisa, I only brought it up because of the idea. I had this vision of someone throwing a couch off, or right off the balcony, landing on making it look like a ghetto. And I'm thinking, oh, that should be finable.
So what you're saying is we want to make do not throw or dump anything off the second floor gallery or patio or walkway finable?
I think so, depending on the. No, Trish.
Yeah.
I can't vote, but I wouldn't vote for it if I could.
Oh,
I mean, is this that much of a problem?
I don't
think
know.
it is.
I just look. I'm just bringing it up because I had this vision. That's all.
Trish, why are you saying no?
She's on the
She
upper
can't
level.
Well, I know, but she can't vote, but why are you
Because I'm on the
saying?
second floor and I want to throw everything out.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm on the second. What am I thinking?
Doesn't like her down.
Think about it, TK. I don't
Well,
think I don't
Trish,
think
it's one thing to be
people do
emptying your
that.
unit. It's another thing to be throwing couches and chairs and letting it sit down there because you know how people are. Oh, I'll get to it tomorrow, manana.
That has never happened here.
Oh, okay.
And when things go over the edge, like Lisa was saying with that unit, usually somebody's down below. It's done because you're moving and that's
Okay. Yeah.
the way to get it out.
Okay. Forget it. I was just thinking of my neighborhoods I lived in. That's all. Forget it.
Oh, you poor thing.
No.
But I think if people are doing that, it's more deliberate. Like when we cleaned out the manager's unit, they parked a dump truck in the parking lot and a whole bunch of stuff went out the front door and went flying into the dump
Yeah.
truck. Somebody was standing there to make sure nobody got hit, and then the dump truck with the junk in it went away.
I mean, the rule,
I withdraw my comment. We can move on.
I think the rule is written for just, if someone's, just be mindful. If you're gonna sweep stuff off, that make sure there's no one downstairs and it's not.
Yeah, that's fine. I withdraw my comment. No, we can move on.
Okay, so
But
parking.
I'll just say that sweeping, what you say here is do not throw or dump.
I
And I have been in trouble with my downstairs neighbors when I water my plants and the water dripped over the edge.
And someone may dump their dustpan if they sweep something up and dump a dump. I mean, it's just there as a reminder probably of, again, respect your neighbors
Be
type of
mindful.
thing. Yep. So under parking, we have do not block walkways with your vehicle.
That seems pretty common sense.
Finable.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The next one, handicap, definitely fine.
Federal law.
In handicap space without a proper permit, properly displayed, underline, properly displayed.
Yep,
Yeah, yes.
finable, yeah.
Finable. ECCA parking permits must be displayed when parked on the property.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, See?
Parking. Yays, all?
yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm in favor. Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, I walked the parking lot one day last week and there were 8 vehicles that did not have a parking pass.
So do we want to make up a little piece of paper that you put on their windshield
That's
instead of,
done a couple times for different people that I
Say,
knew
hey.
they were, and others, I mean, we
if
don't
you
even
live here,
know.
go get a pass from the office.
Yeah,
If
And
you
that's
don't,
part of the registering with the office. We give a temporary pass and stuff
Right.
like that.
You either have a permanent one to give you for your thing,
right,
or we have a temporary one.
for
For
renter,
rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
every car should have
Yeah.
of some kind,
time.
Do not drive on lawn.
absolutely. That
That
causes
has
a lot of money.
updated.
Duh.
It now has an exception,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
with the exception of landscapers maintenance and landscapers.
Right, right.
By maintenance.
Yes.
With prior approval.
Right,
On dry days.
exactly, and that's why
Right.
let's be with them regardless to walk and make sure they're not
Not
running.
driving
the
with the lines, the
pipes,
cistern.
Yeah, exactly.
And the landscapers were here today and I have had extensive conversation. When the landscapers are here, they get one pass and only if it's dry, so they can't be.
They're not
going-
driving out there unloading their tools.
Right.
It's
they're not
one,
out there
they've got to
playing.
do all their cutting and they get one pass to pick it up. And if it's soggy and wet, they can't even do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Large truck, there was a large extended truck parking our parking lot here yesterday,
Yeah.
made it hard to get out.
I think that was the AC.
Oh,
The
AC
AC
guy,
guy.
yeah. Okay, so next one, do not back into parking spaces in front of building 1. Finable,
Oh,
Yeah, there's signs there. and
There's
everything.
signs, yeah.
Yeah,
And
There's-
I've been having to remind people that I've had to have people move their cars, so that is still happening.
Mhm.
all vehicles.
people that feel that safety need to back into a parking space need to park on the other side.
Yeah, it's fine if you wanna back in, back on this side.
Okay, next one, propane and charcoal grills.
Propane, charcoal.
Propane tanks are not allowed to be stored inside your unit or inside any storage room. Findable?
Yeah,
Abso-freaking-lutely.
yeah, that's
It's against every fire law in the world.
a hazard.
I got a bag of charcoal if anybody wants it. Some tenant.
We all can't use it.
Yeah, some tenant probably brought it and just left it in the place.
Okay, now we move down under construction.
charcoal grills language also findable?
Uh,
You cannot have a charcoal grill here, period.
Right. It
Right,
says
but is that findable?
propane smokers are not allowed on a state Carl.
Is that finable?
Want it finable?
I
Absolutely.
would say so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a fire hazard waiting to happen.
Um, Okay, this has changed up a bit from
The construction,
yeah. So I'm gonna read the second line on the actual, and let me know if it's,
all respond for payment of all work inside storm.
this is all structural alterations, including new or remodeled electrical and new or remodeled plumbing installations require written permission from the board of directors and a building permit from the DPNR if required. Permits must be filed with management before work is started. Is that basically what it says?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. So if permits are required, basically, if permits are required, they must be acquired and they must be presented.
Including written permission and a building permit from if required. So really, this is a two-part statement.
Basically, if you're going into electrical and plumbing to the extent that it requires a building permit, you're going well beyond.
It says all structural alterations,
Yep.
including newer remodels. So even if you're like moving walls or anything like that.
Well, it's saying that required.
And-
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you could be removing a load wall, a structural wall to open your unit and the things above you could fall in.
Exactly.
And a building permit if required. So this is really a catch-all
Yes.
for everything. Okay,
Yep.
okay. When I did my electrical, the guy brought all his permits and insurance and bonds and what was the lady here before?
More.
Laura, put it in the file.
Yep, it should all.
Then I
share
got-
with
yeah.
management so that we know what's going on. No load bearing walls, all that good stuff. So findable,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have something in the bylaws that addresses this even more so, don't we, Trish?
I believe it's sort of a reiteration, particularly the need for outside contractors must have insurance and a business license.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
And
Fully
that's like
insured, bonded,
non-negotiable because if they have a business license and they have the liability insurance, they should also be well aware of whether or not what they're doing is going to require a building permit or not. And that's kind of part of why you get somebody who's knowledgeable, in addition to, taking down the load-bearing wall, as Joe said.
But I think we addressed this
Yeah.
in the bylaws.
It doesn't hurt to put it here too, because
No.
people don't
Right.
read the bylaws.
Sure.
Now,
A renter isn't going to read the bylaws.
Is that the end of what you show as findable items? Because I just ran out of pages.
Oh,
Yes.
Page 7, the last.
all I see is all outside work must show proof of liability and business license.
Yeah.
Meet these
After
requirements.
that, it goes hurricane.
Yeah, hurricane shutters and all that,
Other
yeah.
related info.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the last findable, is the outside work.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Well, that didn't take too long.
no, not too long. I mean, it took too long because we're over our hour, but it didn't take too long.
Okay.
So we can get these retyped.
Yep.
So this is your copy.
So we will get them retyped and sent out to all the owners.
That way we can disperse to our property managers and make sure the renters get them and.
Right.
And all the owners here have them.
I do have a question. We go back to the pet thing.
Okay.
In here anywhere, does it say that no renter can have any sort of an animal on the premises?
Nope,
Cause I don't see that.
it doesn't. I mean, if it
It says no pets.
for an owner, yeah, we don't even have pet, it doesn't,
Right.
the new one doesn't even use the word pets.
Okay, okay. Cause in mine, I don't see that. That's why I was just wondering.
Yeah.
If somebody's gonna rent for 2 weeks, they're not allowed to bring their
Dogs
Just
are not permitted with unless they're
friendly dog or a
ESA
cat.
Right.
Right,
Yep.
okay.
Like-
I just didn't know if there was anywhere we needed to add that,
Well, it used to be a long time ago, there was no pets, period.
period.
Right, and it's just slowly.
What?
away from that.
Yeah,
On page 3, it says owners may have pet cats, tenants may not.
So that's,
I have that.
where am I?
That's on
That's
yours.
the other one.
That's the old one. That's the old
Let me
one,
look
not the
at
new
you
one.
under animal. Animals straight up says, please be mindful of your neighbors when walking dogs. No owner shall allow their dogs to make excessive noise. It doesn't even address cats.
Yeah, we don't even address the pets and the cats anymore, so is that basically a free for all then?
I mean, the last one says, do not feed stray animals. So,
So is there anything in there now in the latest version that says no pets?
No,
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 it says
we've completely opened it up.
service animals or emotional support animals are allowed with proper credentials and board verification in accordance with the Fair Housing Act. All dogs
Right.
be on leash when outside. Owners are responsible for pickup and disposal of animal waste. Do not feed stray animals.
So we got rid of pets are limited to 2 spayed.
yeah, cause I got that in there
It
too.
says absolutely nothing about cats.
Yeah, there's nothing about cats, limitations.
This
As
is
long as you
where
got,
the one-
you listed as a service animal, it's allowed.
Oh, no, I understand that, but I meant, because I thought that the question was about renters being able to bring their pets.
We don't address it now, Joe. Not addressed.
Okay, well, I don't think it should hold us up from ratifying it, but I think we need to think, maybe
Now,
judicious
you
work
as
on
an
that.
owner can say your unit doesn't have pets. You don't allow pets. You can do that.
No, I don't have pets.
Or
Too
your
much work.
renters or whoever you want coming over, yeah.
Before, when you've typed this all up and before it goes out to the universe,
Yep.
that initial paragraph where you talk about the fines, somebody please work on the wording there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that it says what we think it says.
Right.
Yeah, it's really confusing for me. And I read it like 3 times.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We adopting these tonight?
I thought we already did.
Are we
They've been voted on as they went along.
Yeah, we
Oh,
voted.
There was no motion. All right, fine.
Actually,
Welcome to Carlton.
I thought.
No, but I mean, I thought there was a motion to go through it. Well, I move that we adopt the consistent with our discussion, period.
I second that.
Yeah,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
All
Any
opposed?
opposed?
nay. Oh, no, I'm in favor. I'm in favor.
All opposed? The motion
The other
passes.
Abstentions. Okay. Fine.
And if you need help with that, let me know.
Well,
I'm here till middle of March.
okay, I will let you know, but I'm gonna be in transit for 17 hours.
You're heading out.
Another,
Greg,
like,
if you could help us to rewrite the verbiage where
Yeah.
you can understand it.
For the fine structure?
Yeah,
Well, I can propose something and let everybody get their chop on it.
all right.
Right,
Yeah.
that it would be something that's very straight.
Not subjective. It's
Right,
just,
just,
anybody reads it, they totally understand it,
Yeah.
100%.
right, not question.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work on that.
That
Yeah.
would be great.
Opening.
And then I'll just send it out to everybody and they can, suggestions or whatever.
Right.
I'll be bringing my pet boa, in April.
Excellent.
Good luck with that.
I have a couple llamas.
As long as you have it on a leash when you take it outside, I'm good with it.
My Komodo, dragon.
And clean up behind it. Okay, so, we're down to adjourn meeting.
Oh.
What do you do?
I move we
Yeah,
adjourn.
motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
A second,
7:20. Meeting.
all in favor?
All
Aye.
in favor?
Nays, no,
Any
okay.
Opposed, no.
Motion
opposed.
passes.
All right, thank you guys for the
Thank you.
extra 23 minutes.
Thank you, everyone.
I'll put it on my time card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
we were
Yep,
doing
don't
right.
forget to turn in your time card.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Trish.
Wait, I have a quick question. This is a personal question. All right.
Okay.
Now that we've had the rules in place, I rent a car because I don't own one. And now when I come in, when I do the rental now, should I let the office know that I have a rental car at my unit and then
Yes.
get a sticker to put in my windshield?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just need to know what the rule is. I never did it, so but now I saw this and I thought, oh, I've never done
Yeah.
that. So all right,
Because nobody's gonna know it's your car because it changes every time you come.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's good. Now that I know what to do, I'll do it. Great.
If we have let's just say somebody needs to get in there, maybe an emergency.
No, it's fine, Lisa. It's fine. I just wanted to know what the rule is. That's all.
Yeah, we just don't want to have to knock on every door to find out who owns this car. It just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
yeah.
Have fun, Trish. Is it sunny Florida? Or is
It's
it cold?
freezing.
Yeah.
It was 70 degrees today, and I'm out with a jacket because I'm a cruising wuss.
Yep. That Maine blood.
Yeah, but in a day.
So far north.
In a day or two,
Yes,
it's a cold, it's gonna be 28.
yeah. We went out in the Everglades today and saw many beautiful birds and a lot of alligators.
Okay.
Oh, that's exciting.
Sort of.
Grab one for a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go capture one.
Bring the tail back, we'll cook it up.
Ew.
Make a pair of shoes. Make a pair of shoes.
That's better.
All right, so everybody,
All
reminder,
right. Good night, everyone.
annual meeting, February 16th.
That's our next meeting. We're not having a monthly. now.
Annual meeting, February 16th.
Voting for officers and all
Yeah.
that.
All that stuff. Just
Voting
so you
for
know, we
25.
only have one bio submitted for 3 vacancies, so we'll send out an email reminder on that.
That'll be
Okay.
Neighbors, if you want them involved.
election buddy thing.
The Action Buddy online.
That'll be like the first.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to run, please get your bio to who? Lisa?
Yeah.
Michelle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
VP, office, president.
Okay.
We don't run for those. We only run to get on the board.
Yeah, no, this was who to submit it to.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, 3 vacancies.
Yay.
Yay.
Is mine vacant? Is mine vacant?
No, it's.
Okay, I'm just asking because I don't know. I mean, I just,
it's me,
You don't get that
Joe,
lucky, Joe.
and Ann Anderson.
no, I would sign up, but I just didn't know if it was expiring or not. Okay,
You have a 2-year term.
okay.
Yep. So my Lisa Nassambeni, Michelle Zajac, and Ann Anderson are the 3 vacancies.
You guys 2 years are up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for attending.
Yep.
Ciao, Bella.
All right.
Ciao, Bella.
Thank you guys for putting this together.
Okay.
We need to talk about it anymore? Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I can't get out of here. Wanna talk
Thank you,
before-
Tim. Yeah, do
Just
we have
stop
any
the
more
recording.
you wanna talk about?
I don't have anything. I didn't know if you guys had anything you guys want to talk
I
about.
mean, it's.
Is this all offline now?
Yeah,
We're all done?
should be.
No, it isn't. We need to stop it.
Yeah, shut it all down. I have